Welcome everyone to this fascinating journey into the world of rare coins, where today we delve deeply into the extraordinary tale of the 1991 D-quarter, a coin that has stunned collectors and enthusiasts alike by reaching an astonishing value of $15 million due to its rare errors and unique characteristics. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a marvel of numismatic history, an embodiment of chance, mistake, and rarity that combine to create something truly priceless. The story of the 1991 D-quarter begins in the Denver Mint, where the D mint mark signifies its origin, a place known for producing millions of coins for everyday circulation, but occasionally, a few extraordinary specimens slip through that break the mold and catch the eye of collectors worldwide. This particular quarter is famous because it bears errors and mistakes that are incredibly rare, and these anomalies are the very reasons it commands such an astronomical price. When discussing coin errors, it is essential to understand the types of mistakes that can occur during the minting process, which can range from die cracks, doubled dies, off-center strikes, planchet errors, to variations in mintmark placement, and more. The 1991 D-quarter that fetches millions is primarily valuable because of a significant die error known as a doubled die, where the coin's design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die preparation process. This doubling effect can be seen clearly on certain features such as the inscriptions, numbers, and even on George Washington's portrait, causing the coin to stand out sharply from regular quarters. Furthermore, what makes the 1991 D-quarter even more remarkable is that the error was not corrected or caught early, allowing these coins to enter circulation, albeit in extremely limited numbers. The rarity of such error coins is what drives their value to extraordinary heights, because collectors understand that finding a genuine example is akin to discovering a needle in a haystack. Another crucial factor contributing to the 1991 D-quarter's value is the condition and grade of the coin. While many error coins exist, the ones that have survived in near-perfect condition, free from wear, scratches, or environmental damage, are the most sought after. The grading system used by professional coin grading services assesses these coins on their strike quality, luster, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. Coins that achieve a mint state grade or higher are especially prized because they represent the coin in the best possible form, often resembling the day they were struck at the mint. The 1991 D-quarter's $15 million valuation comes from a combination of its extreme rarity, flawless condition in some cases, and the immense demand from collectors and investors who recognize the coin's historical and monetary significance. Beyond the double die error, some of these quarters also exhibit other anomalies such as die cracks and variations in metal composition which further enhance their uniqueness. Die cracks occur when the metal dies used to strike the coins develop fractures due to the immense pressure they endure during minting. These cracks leave raised lines or marks on the coin's surface, which collectors eagerly seek because they are clear evidence of a minting error. Such imperfections, far from reducing the coin's value, often increase it exponentially. The metal composition of the 1991 D-quarter also plays a subtle but important role. While quarters produced in this era primarily consist of a copper-nickel clad composition, there have been rare instances of planchet errors where the metal alloy might differ slightly due to manufacturing inconsistencies, making those specific coins more valuable to error coin hunters. Another captivating element about the 1991 D-quarter is the story of how it was discovered and how its value skyrocketed over time. Initially, many of these error coins circulated unnoticed, passing from hand to hand in everyday transactions, but once the coin's unique characteristics were documented and authenticated by numismatic experts, its desirability grew exponentially. Major coin grading companies such as PCGS and NGC played a vital role by certifying the coin's authenticity and condition, providing potential buyers with confidence in their investment. This authentication process is crucial in the world of rare coins because it eliminates the risk of counterfeit or altered specimens, which are unfortunately common in high-value collectibles. The media attention and word of mouth among collectors created a surge in demand, pushing the price of the 1991 D-quarter to unprecedented levels. Many auction houses that specialize in rare coins have seen bidding wars for this coin, with passionate collectors willing to pay millions to own a piece of numismatic history. The coin is often compared to other legendary era coins, such as the 1955 double-die Lincoln cent or the 1937 D three-legged buffalo nickel, both of which have fetched staggering sums due to their rarity and appeal. Moreover, the 1991 D quarter is a testament to the allure of era coins in general. These mistakes are fascinating because they remind us that even in a highly controlled manufacturing process, imperfections can occur, and these imperfections become prized artifacts of history. They also showcase the intricate art and science of coin production, where minute details can create enormous value. Collectors often view these coins not only as investments but also as pieces of history that tell stories about the minting process, human error, and the unpredictability of chance. Another factor that enhances the value of the 1991 D quarter is the limited known population. Because the error was caught after only a small number of coins had been produced, the total number of genuine error quarters available is minuscule compared to the millions of regular quarters minted that year. This scarcity combined with growing collector interest results in a classic supply and demand scenario, where prices soar as available coins become more difficult to find. The story also includes how the coin's fame spread in the numismatic community and beyond, inspiring collectors to scour their change for hidden treasures. Many people who once overlooked quarters now check them carefully, hoping to find an error that could be worth thousands or even millions. The excitement of the hunt and the possibility of discovering a valuable coin adds a thrilling aspect to collecting, making coins like the 1991 D quarter legendary. The coin's cultural impact should not be underestimated either. It has become a symbol of luck, rarity, and the fascination with mistakes that turn ordinary objects into extraordinary collectibles. This story has been shared widely on social media, in collector forums, and on numerous coin collecting YouTube channels, increasing awareness and interest. Additionally, investors view such rare coins as alternative assets, especially in uncertain economic times, since tangible assets like rare coins often retain or increase in value while other investments may fluctuate wildly. The 1991 D quarter stands as a prime example of how a small error in production can create a huge opportunity for collectors and investors alike. In conclusion, the 1991 D quarter is a captivating blend of history, rarity, error, and value that makes it one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. Its $15 million price tag is not merely a reflection of its metal content or face value but a testament to the complex interplay of minting errors, condition, rarity, and the passion of collectors who recognize the significance of such a unique artifact. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, the story of this coin invites you to appreciate the beauty of imperfection and the incredible journeys that rare coins undertake from mint to market. Keep exploring, keep collecting, and who knows, the next incredible coin story might just be in your pocket. Next, 1967 quarter dollar. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and mind-blowing stories in the world of coin collecting, a story that has captured the imagination of collectors, investors, and numismatic enthusiasts alike. The incredible 1967 quarter dollar coin that has been valued at a staggering $14 million due to its rare errors and unique mistakes that make it an absolute treasure beyond ordinary currency. When we talk about coins, most people think of them as mere currency, something we use every day to buy goods and services, but within the numismatic community, certain coins transcend their basic monetary value and become priceless artifacts of history, rarity, and extraordinary craftsmanship, or sometimes, extraordinary errors. The 1967 quarter dollar is one such coin, a coin that appears on the surface like any other from the era but holds secrets and peculiarities that have turned it into one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the world. The story behind this coin begins with the context of its production during the late 1960s, a period of immense change for the U.S. mint and the coin industry as a whole. In 1965, the United States had just moved away from silver in its coinage to a clad composition primarily of copper and nickel due to rising silver prices, which pushed the mint to adapt and innovate rapidly to meet increasing demand and changing economic conditions. The 1967 quarter dollar, part of the Washington Quarter series, was struck in Philadelphia without a mint mark, as was customary at the time, but it is far from customary when you examine the coin's specific characteristics under a magnifying glass or under expert scrutiny. This particular coin is famous for a combination of errors that occurred during its minting process, creating varieties that are exceedingly rare and prized. One of the most significant errors associated with the 1967 quarter is the double die obverse error, which means that the coin's obverse, the front side featuring George Washington, was struck twice with slight misalignment or rotation between strikes, resulting in doubled images of letters, numbers, and features on the coin. This doubling can be seen most prominently in the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1967. The doubling effect gives the coin a ghost-like second image that is unmistakable to collectors, making it a valuable anomaly. Double die coins are fascinating because they reveal the imperfections of the minting press and the manual or mechanical missteps that can occur in the production process, creating unintended but unique collectible pieces. But the 1967 quarter does not stop there. Other error varieties have also been found, including die cracks, where tiny fissures in the metal die used to stamp the coin leave raised lines or bumps on the coin's surface, and off-center strikes, where the coin blank was not properly centered in the press, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. These errors, although less dramatic than the double die, contribute to the coin's mystique and value. The possibility of these errors occurring in the same year and on the same coin has created an intriguing narrative for collectors who hunt for these varieties, hoping to find the elusive $14 million specimen that has made headlines. The story of the $14 million valuation often centers on a unique example of the 1967 quarter with an extremely rare and dramatic error, a double die obverse combined with a large off-center strike and a significant die crack, all on a coin that has survived in near-perfect condition. This particular coin, graded by professional coin grading services as being in mint state with very few imperfections, is a testament to the survival of an extraordinary minting mistake through decades of circulation and handling. The combination of these errors is what propels the coin's value into the stratosphere. But why exactly does this coin fetch such a monumental price, and what makes collectors willing to pay millions for something that most people would discard as a defective or damaged coin? The answer lies in the rarity, the story, and the appeal of possessing a piece of history that can never be replicated. Each coin struck with such errors is inherently unique because the conditions that cause these mistakes happen randomly and are usually corrected quickly by the mint. The 1967 quarter's errors are especially rare because the mint was typically meticulous in its quality control, and such pronounced errors are unusual for quarters in this period. Additionally, the coin is part of the iconic Washington Quarter series, which has been a staple of American currency for decades, adding an element of familiarity and historical significance. When collectors assess value, they consider factors such as rarity, condition, demand, and provenance. The $14 million 1967 quarter ticks all these boxes. Its rarity is unparalleled, only a handful of specimens with similar errors exist, and the exact combination found on this coin is believed to be unique. Its condition is exceptional, with a grade that assures collectors of its near-original mint state appearance. Demand comes from a global community of collectors, investors, and museums eager to own a tangible piece of minting history that also represents the technical marvels and mishaps of coin production. Provenance plays a role too, as this coin has passed through renowned auctions, appeared in numismatic publications, and been authenticated and certified by the most respected authorities in coin grading. This provenance assures buyers that the coin is genuine and its story verified, further elevating its worth. Another important element contributing to the coin's value is the human fascination with error coins and mistakes that turn ordinary objects into extraordinary collectibles. In numismatics, errors tell a story of chance, imperfection, and sometimes even artistic beauty. The 1967 quarter, with its double die features and off-center strike, invites us to look closer and appreciate the complexity behind something that seems simple and everyday. It challenges our perception of value, pushing us to see beyond the face of currency into the intricate processes and sometimes flawed machinery that produce it. For many collectors, owning such a coin is like possessing a rare artifact that bridges history, art, and chance. Beyond the intrinsic value of the errors, the coin also represents a broader cultural and historical moment. The late 1960s were a time of social change and upheaval in the United States, and coins from this period carry the weight of that history in their metal. The Washington Quarter, with its depiction of the first U.S. president, stands as a symbol of American heritage and ideals. When a coin from this era is transformed by a rare minting error, it becomes a unique intersection of history and serendipity. It becomes more than just money, it becomes a storytelling device, a piece of art, and a symbol of rarity that collectors around the world covet. The possibility of the 1967 quarter reaching such a value also opens up discussions about the economics of rare coins and collectibles. Why would someone pay millions for a coin that, in regular form, is worth just 25 cents? The answer lies in the principle of scarcity and the market dynamics driven by collector demand. Rare coins often appreciate far beyond their face value because they exist in limited numbers, and those limited numbers have stories attached that give them emotional and historical significance. Collectors see these coins as investments, pieces of history, and symbols of prestige within the numismatic community. This creates a marketplace where prices can reach astronomical figures, reflecting not just the coin's physical attributes but also its cultural and monetary significance. The $14 million valuation also sparks curiosity about the process of authenticating and grading coins, a crucial factor in the collectibles market. Professional grading services employ experts who examine coins for their authenticity, condition, and the presence of errors or varieties. These grades, which range from poor to mint state and beyond, help establish market value and buyer confidence. The 1967 quarter with these rare errors underwent rigorous examination, including magnification, light tests, and chemical analysis, to ensure it was not tampered with or artificially altered. This thorough process gives buyers assurance that they are acquiring a legitimate and unique piece, adding to the coin's prestige and worth. Moreover, the allure of owning a coin worth millions lies in the exclusivity it offers. Unlike common quarters found in circulation, this coin is a trophy for collectors, a centerpiece of any collection that sparks conversation and admiration. It represents the peak of what error coins can offer: rarity, beauty, and an extraordinary story. For many, it is not just about the monetary value but the pride and joy of owning something that defies the ordinary and stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin minting. There are also fascinating theories and speculations among numismatists about how these errors came to be. Some suggest mechanical failures or human errors in aligning dies or blanks caused the misstrikes. Others believe environmental factors, such as debris or improper pressure in the coin presses, might have contributed. Next. 1969 quarter dollar. Today, we are going to dive deep into the extraordinary and fascinating world of numismatics by exploring one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered, the 1969 quarter dollar coin that has astonished collectors and investors alike with a staggering valuation of $13 million. A coin that stands out not for its face value but for the remarkable errors and mistakes that have catapulted it into the realm of ultra-rare collectibles worthy of such a phenomenal price. The story of the 1969 quarter dollar is one that captures the imagination of coin enthusiasts across the globe, offering a perfect blend of history, mystery, and the unexpected imperfections that happen during the minting process, which paradoxically make this coin more valuable than most coins minted that year combined. To understand why this particular 1969 quarter dollar commands such an extraordinary value, it's important to grasp the context in which it was produced. The late 1960s were a time of significant change for the United States mint and the coin production industry. The transition from silver coinage to clad coinage had recently been completed, with quarters no longer made from silver but instead a copper-nickel clad composition to conserve precious metals, a move that also came with new production challenges and adjustments in quality control standards. Despite the mint's efforts to produce coins with precision and consistency, the sheer volume of coins minted coupled with the mechanical intricacies of the minting presses inevitably led to occasional errors, some of which turned out to be extraordinarily rare and valuable. The 1969 quarter dollar in question is famous for a combination of significant minting errors that make it an anomaly and a coveted collector's gem. Among the most prominent errors found on this coin is the double die obverse, where the image on the front, featuring George Washington, shows clear signs of doubling in key areas such as the date, the word liberty, and the phrase, "In God we trust." This doubling effect occurs due to a misalignment or rotation between two strikes of the die on the coin blank, producing a ghost-like shadow image alongside the primary design. Such double die errors are highly prized in numismatics because they are rare, visually striking, and impossible to replicate perfectly, making each specimen unique. But the errors do not stop at the double die obverse. The 1969 quarter dollar also exhibits an off-center strike error, where the coin blank was improperly positioned in the coining press, resulting in part of the design being missing or shifted to one side, sometimes revealing the raw metal edge. This off-center strike dramatically alters the coin's appearance, and coins with off-center errors are some of the most sought-after error coins in the market due to their uniqueness and the difficulty in producing them intentionally. Furthermore, this particular 1969 quarter dollar has notable die cracks, fine raised lines on the surface caused by fractures in the die that transferred onto the coin during striking. These die cracks can be subtle or pronounced and add an additional layer of rarity and intrigue to the coin. The presence of these cracks indicates stress within the minting equipment, which, combined with other errors, elevates the coin's uniqueness. The combined presence of double die, off-center strike, and die cracks in a single 1969 quarter dollar coin makes it an extraordinarily rare find, one that is almost impossible to replicate or find in circulation. The rarity factor alone is a key reason why collectors are willing to pay millions for this coin, but there are other important factors that contribute to its astronomical valuation of $13 million. One of the critical aspects that make this coin so valuable is its condition or grade. Coin collectors and investors rely heavily on grading services to assess a coin's state of preservation, striking quality, and surface condition. The 1969 quarter dollar error coin that reached this level of value was graded as being in near mint or mint state, meaning it shows minimal wear, excellent detail, and has been preserved remarkably well despite the decades since its minting. High-grade coins are much rarer than circulated coins, and when combined with errors and unique features, they become especially valuable. In addition, provenance plays an essential role in the valuation of this coin. The history of ownership, auction records, and certification by reputable grading companies lend credibility and desirability to the coin. Collectors want assurance that the coin they are purchasing is genuine and not altered or counterfeit. The 1969 quarter dollar in question has a well-documented provenance, having passed through notable auction houses, featured in numismatic publications, and been authenticated by the leading authorities in coin grading and error verification. This transparency adds to the confidence buyers have in the coin's authenticity and uniqueness, which is reflected in the multi-million-dollar price tag. The $13 million price also reflects the growing global interest in rare coins as investment vehicles. As traditional markets fluctuate and investors look for alternative assets, rare coins have gained attention due to their historical significance, scarcity, and potential for appreciation. The 1969 quarter dollar, with its combination of dramatic errors, historical context, and superb condition, is a prime example of a numismatic asset that has transcended its original purpose and become a prized collectible and investment. Beyond the monetary aspect, the coin represents a captivating story of how errors in the minting process, often viewed as defects or flaws, can transform ordinary objects into treasures of immense value. The nature of minting errors is such that they are usually caught and corrected early in the production process, meaning the surviving error coins are rare survivors of chance and circumstance. These errors reveal the human and mechanical imperfections inherent in mass production, reminding us that even in processes designed for perfection, unpredictability can create extraordinary outcomes. For the 1969 quarter dollar, this means that the errors make the coin a tangible link to the minting technology of the era, the challenges faced, and the unique moments when the system faltered to produce something remarkable. Moreover, The allure of the 1969 quarter-dollar error coin lies not just in its visual characteristics but also in the mystery and speculation surrounding how such a coin could have emerged from the mint. Numismatists and enthusiasts debate the possible causes of the errors, whether the off-center strike was due to improper placement of the blank, mechanical malfunction of the press, or human error during setup. Discussions also revolve around how long such errors went unnoticed and how many similar coins might have been destroyed or never reached circulation. This speculation adds a layer of excitement and intrigue to the coin story, making it a fascinating subject for collectors and historians alike. The coin also serves as an educational example, illustrating the intricacies of coin production, including die preparation, striking pressure, blank preparation, and quality control measures. By studying this coin and others like it, collectors gain insights into minting processes and the evolution of minting technology, which has improved over the years to reduce such errors but has not eliminated them entirely. This ongoing balance between human skill and machine precision continues to make error coins a thrilling niche in the collecting world. Additionally, the 1969 quarter-dollar error coin highlights the broader cultural and historical significance of coins as artifacts. Coins are not just currency but carriers of history, symbols of national identity, and reflections of the technological and artistic capabilities of their times. The Washington quarter design itself is iconic, paying tribute to the first president of the United States, and the errors on this coin add a layer of uniqueness to this symbol of American heritage. As such, this coin becomes a collectible not only for its monetary value but for its connection to the nation's story and the narrative of change and innovation during the late 1960s. The demand for rare error coins like this 1969 quarter dollar has created a vibrant market where collectors and investors compete to acquire these treasures. High-profile auctions and private sales have brought such coins to the attention of mainstream media, elevating public interest and pushing prices higher. The excitement around these coins also helps grow the numismatic community, attracting new collectors who are fascinated by the blend of history, art, and chance that error coins represent. The $13 million valuation of the 1969 quarter dollar is a testament to the power of rarity, condition, and story in determining value. It challenges our conventional understanding of worth and invites us to appreciate the unexpected beauty found in mistakes. This coin is a shining example of how an ordinary object can become extraordinary, how a moment of imperfection can create a masterpiece, and how history is preserved not only in flawless artifacts but in the quirks and errors that make each item unique. In conclusion, the 1969 quarter dollar coin's rise to a $13 million valuation is a remarkable journey that combines historical context, minting technology, human and mechanical error, and the passion of collectors worldwide. Last. 1980 quarter dollar coin. Today, we are about to embark on an extraordinary journey into the fascinating world of numismatics as we unravel the story behind one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered, the 1980 quarter dollar coin, which has stunned collectors and investors worldwide by reaching an astonishing value of $12 million due to a unique combination of errors and mistakes that make it one of the most sought-after treasures in coin collecting history. The 1980 quarter is not just any ordinary coin, it is a remarkable example of how errors, which many would consider flaws or defects, can transform a simple piece of currency into a priceless artifact that carries a story of chance, rarity, and intricate minting processes. To fully appreciate why this coin is worth millions, it is essential to understand the historical and technical context in which it was produced. The year 1980 was a period marked by the continuation of the copper-nickel clad composition for quarters, a change that had been firmly established since the mid-1960s after the United States Mint transitioned away from silver coinage to conserve precious metals. This transition brought both new opportunities and challenges for the mint, as the manufacturing process adapted to different materials and evolving quality control standards. Despite the mint's reputation for precision and care, the sheer volume of coins produced each year made it inevitable that some errors would slip through the cracks, leading to the creation of rare and valuable error coins such as this 1980 quarter dollar. One of the primary reasons the 1980 quarter commands such an extraordinary value is due to a rare and pronounced double die obverse error. The double die obverse means that the front face of the coin, featuring the iconic image of George Washington, was struck twice with a slight misalignment during the minting process. This results in a visible doubling effect on key features of the coin, including the date, 1980, the word liberty, and the phrase, "In God We Trust." The doubling creates a ghost-like second image, a phenomenon that fascinates collectors because it is both visually striking and exceedingly rare. Double die errors such as this are not only beautiful but also reveal a glimpse into the mechanical and human processes behind coin production, showcasing how minor missteps can create major variations that become priceless over time. Alongside the double die obverse, the 1980 quarter dollar is notorious for exhibiting an off-center strike error. This occurs when the blank metal disc, or planchet, is not properly centered within the coin press during the striking process, causing part of the coin's design to be missing or shifted toward one edge. Off-center strikes are highly collectible because they display an irregular and incomplete impression of the design, turning a perfectly normal coin into a curious artifact of minting mishaps. In some cases, off-center strikes can be quite dramatic, revealing raw metal edges and lending a distinctive character to the coin that collectors find immensely appealing. Furthermore, this particular coin is known to have die cracks, fine raised lines on the coin's surface caused by fractures in the die itself. Die cracks can vary from subtle hairline fractures to more pronounced fissures, and their presence adds an additional dimension of rarity and uniqueness. These cracks tell a story of the intense pressures and stresses that dies undergo during the minting process and are often studied by experts to understand the life cycle and wear patterns of dies used in coin production. The coexistence of these errors, double die obverse, off-center strike, and die cracks, on a single 1980 quarter dollar makes it an exceptionally rare specimen that stands out even among other error coins. Such a combination is practically unprecedented and makes this coin one of the most valuable in the numismatic world, driving its market value to an astonishing $12 million. Another important factor contributing to the coin's immense value is its condition or grade. Coins are graded based on their physical state, surface quality, and the level of where they exhibit, with mint state or near mint state coins being the most desirable. The 1980 quarter dollar in question has been professionally graded at a very high level, indicating it has been preserved in near perfect condition since it was minted. This is particularly impressive given that most coins from 1980 have been circulated and show signs of wear. A high-grade coin with such rare errors is incredibly scarce, adding to its appeal for collectors and investors seeking the best examples available. Provenance also plays a crucial role in the valuation of this coin. Its ownership history, certifications by leading grading organizations, and appearances in prestigious auctions have helped establish its authenticity and unique status. Collectors want assurance that the coin they acquire is genuine and that its errors are natural and not artificially created or altered. The 1980 quarter's documented provenance adds confidence and prestige, which further elevates its market value and desirability among numismatists worldwide. The $12 million price tag reflects more than just rarity and condition, it also underscores the growing interest in rare coins as alternative investments. As traditional financial markets experience fluctuations, many investors turn to collectibles like rare coins for portfolio diversification and wealth preservation. Coins like the 1980 quarter offer a blend of historical significance, rarity, and aesthetic appeal, making them highly attractive to both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. This trend has contributed to increased auction prices and heightened public awareness of numismatic treasures. Beyond its monetary value, the 1980 quarter dollar error coin embodies the intriguing concept that mistakes can create masterpieces. Minting errors, although unintended, provide a window into the complexities of coin production and the delicate balance between machinery, human oversight, and chance. This coin stands as a tangible reminder that even in processes engineered for perfection, unpredictability persists, and sometimes that unpredictability is the source of incredible beauty and value. Collectors are drawn not only to the coin's physical attributes but also to the story it tells about the minting process, the era it was produced in, and the unexpected ways in which errors can transform everyday objects into priceless artifacts. Speculation and curiosity surround the origins of these errors on the 1980 D-quarter. Numismatists debate how the off-center strike occurred, whether it was due to misfeeding of planchets, mechanical failure in the coining press, or operator error during the striking process. Similarly, experts analyze the causes of die cracks, considering factors such as die metal quality, stress from repeated use, and environmental conditions in the minting facility. These discussions add an element of mystery and scientific inquiry to the coin's allure, enriching its narrative and appeal to collectors who value both history and technical insight. This coin also serves as an important educational artifact that illustrates the evolution of minting technology and quality control measures. By examining such era coins, collectors and historians gain valuable knowledge about the mint's production methods, the challenges faced in mass coin manufacturing, and the advancements made to reduce errors while maintaining efficiency. The 1980 D-quarter dollar is thus not only a collectible but also a teaching tool that helps preserve the story of American coinage and its continual improvement. The cultural significance of the Washington quarter design, featuring the first president of the United States, adds another layer to the coin's importance. As a symbol of American heritage and values, the Washington quarter is iconic, and any variation or error on this design becomes a notable piece of Americana. The 1980 D-quarter dollar era coin, therefore, is not just a numismatic rarity but also a cultural artifact that reflects the intersection of art, history, and chance in American coinage. The vibrant market for rare coins like this one has expanded dramatically in recent years, fueled by increased interest from collectors, investors, and media coverage of high-profile sales. Auctions featuring such coins attract attention worldwide, contributing to rising prices and broader awareness of numismatics as a serious investment field. The $12 million valuation of the 1980 D-quarter is a milestone that highlights the peak of this market and the extraordinary value that can be found in seemingly simple coins with extraordinary stories. Despite the excitement surrounding rare era coins, it is important to acknowledge the risks involved in collecting and investing in such items. Authentication and grading are critical to avoid counterfeits or altered coins, and the market can fluctuate based on demand and economic conditions. Nevertheless, the enduring appeal of coins like the 1980 D-quarter dollar lies in their unique combination of rarity, beauty, and history, making them coveted treasures in any collection. Ultimately, the story of the 1980 D-quarter dollar coin is a testament to the unpredictable and fascinating world of coin minting, where human and machine imperfections create rare gems that captivate collectors for generations. It challenges our understanding of value, urging us to appreciate the beauty of mistakes and the stories behind everyday objects.